What's up, everybody? It's a girl with a horse tattoo, and today I am doing another video, Young Adults Navigating, where we talk about navigating careers, relationships, and goals. And today I have my cousin here who I'm going to interview. I am so excited. I drove here, I'm ready to go. Thank you for being here, Aaron. It means so much. Where did I drive to? Like, we're in California. How did we end up in San Diego? Because we originally from, Houston, H-Town, candy paint, cornbread, dripping, all of that. How did we end up in San Diego?
Something new. Just came out here to get something new. Really just wanted to, basically, you know how they say, a fish is only as big as the ocean is swimming.
Right.
I just needed something different. That was really it. And it wasn't even planned to be San Diego, to be honest with you. I was going to move to LA. But, guys will not know.
Exactly. Like, it all means something. Even if you don't understand it, it all means something. Like I said, this is my cousin, and I want to share with you a special moment. We talked about this briefly earlier. If you guys don't know, I was trained in dance and I went to the University of Houston. I started auditioning for the school called the Houston Performing Arts in Houston, and I remember coming to grandma's house and I had just got the news that I didn't get into that school. And I remember being devastated. Like, I thought the world had ended. There was no hope. There was no way to continue because I did not get into the school. And I was literally crying, like, in the backseat of my car, in my mom's car, her van. And I remember Aaron coming outside, and we're around the same age, but something told him to tell me that it was going to be okay. And for whatever reason, I believed that it was going to be okay. And long story short, it is okay. So that just speaks a little bit of your character and who you are as a person. Like, you don't take anything too seriously. I got to listen to your new release, Bricks, on my way over here.
Fools is ruthless, it's cool kid with no sense. Flipping the brick, riding the highway with no tent. If it ain't making money, well fuck it, it don't make sense. Every dollar count till we all make it out, yep. Lord knows. Yep.
And the overall mood, the vibe was kind of just like, it was like beast mode. It was like the tunnel vision. You don't really see what's going on. You just trying to do new things and do the best to elevate your situation and your family situation. Tell the viewers a little bit how you got fueled into rapping and to tell your story in such a positive way. Because you could easily talk about cars and getting the money and all this kind of stuff, but it seems like you have like a message, overall message to like elevate your situation and just expand, whether it's for your son or whatever. Like, how did you get there? How did you get there?
Honestly, it's really just like my therapy, my form of expression. It's dope that you view it that way, and how, like, just to hear you talk about it, that's like, yeah, your perspective is like, that's dope. But it's honestly with me, that's how I've been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to a therapist. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Those are me, like, literally, like, release. That's a release. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I hear that.
So the fact that anybody could get motivation or inspiration from it, that's just like, that's a plus. That's dope.
And it's very relatable because it's saying everybody is given a certain amount of things when they come out into this world, whether it's resource, love, support, nurturing, whatever. But it's just like, don't whine and cry about the things that you weren't received on your plate.
Right.
Make a better plate. Put better things on that plate.
Yeah.
And that's the overall message that I got. One of the songs that I really, really like is the Noise song, because I feel like it's like there's like an analogy going on to like life is just all these different noises. It's chaotic and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just gotta focus into that right voice, that right sound, that to get you on the right path. Like, you have to, whatever is gonna motivate you. And it sounds like, your relationship with Desiree and your son, like, those are your biggest motivators, right?
Yeah.
And it's fueling you to be better and want better.
Yeah.
And I definitely get that in the music. Could you tell me a little bit, like, how is your relationship with your father? Do you feel like your relationship prepared you for fatherhood? Like, how do you view that?
I wouldn't say it prepared me, but it definitely, I knew what I didn't want. I knew who I wasn't gonna be to be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know who I was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Or how to do it.
Yeah.
But I know what I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't not gonna, put forth the effort. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna make excuses. I wasn't gonna, all that shit is like, did I do it or did I didn't? You know, like, did I do it or did I? You know, like, I don't know, my mom be racist, so it really hard to talk sometimes.
No. I understand. I understand. I mean, I feel like black people, it's impossible for us to be racist because, you know, we've always been the minority.
Yeah.
I do, however, feel that, like, if you know that
mom be racing.
Oh, racist. I'm sorry. I was saying, like, let me just let you know, like, no, she might just be, you know, speaking from the truth, but I hear you.
My mom be racing, so it's sometimes slipping up my words, but I just knew what I didn't want. Like, I just knew who I wasn't gonna be, so I made an adjustment and a conscious effort.
Exactly. It's something simple as, like, okay, I wanted somebody to talk to me more on a day-to-day basis, or I wanted to more hands-on. I wanted to go, you know, do things, bond as that sense. Is it more like abstract, or is it more physical, like things that you changed from what you received from your father to now with King?
Shit, I just had plans to teach him, you know, because my dad was there. You know what I'm saying? I just learned what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure everything that I learned late, everything that I had to pick up on in life, all the experience, I wanted to be able to give him that firsthand so he can learn from my mistakes and I have to go through similar experiences.
Yeah. I saw like some videos, I think on Desiree's page of you, like you could have easily like took him to boxing and said, and like been like, okay, do your thing, this your coach, I trust you're in good hands. But I actually see you in the class, like learning the moves with him, showing him that like this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's in itself, like, where did you get the intuition or the instinct to do that?
I'm a big ass kid myself. And I know it make him feel comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to change schools a lot. I know what it's like to be a new kid. You know what I'm saying? So I just want him to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you good, you ain't alone, I got you. Like, look, I'm gonna look stupid with you. You know, so we figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just making him get comfortable, and then shit, that's really it.
It definitely makes a difference because I was shocked. I haven't seen him in a long time. Like, last time I seen him, he was a baby, and like he just has like this, you know, this loving aura.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you can tell he's in a happy and healthy home, and like he was very confident first off the bat, interacted with me, gave me a hug, and like it just shows like he wouldn't be able to do that if he wasn't receiving that. It really stood out to me. Let's segue into another topic when it comes to your rapping. Like, who are some of your biggest, like, if you could think of 3 people off the top of your dome, like who are some rappers that, you know, inspire you or you like their style?
That's Biggie. I was gonna say Biggie.
Notorious?
Yeah. Biggie, Pac, and I would have to say Nipsey.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily like I'm talking about the person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily talking about like the art. And I fuck with that music. You know what I'm saying? But like I could follow that path. I could understand that view. I could use that blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I like Jay-Z as a grown man.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna say Jay-Z because I feel like you guys had like humbling upbringings, and I feel like Jay-Z made nothing out of something.
Yeah.
You know, coming from a negative background.
Yeah.
And like actually making something of himself and like not complaining about what he didn't have but moving forward. Yeah. So I definitely saw Jay-Z in your work, your craft. Tell us a little bit about like your dynamic that you're going. Like, I feel like you're doing something right when it comes to relationship. I feel like you definitely can give my viewers out there some tips, you know, just to keep a healthy relationship. Like, what does it take? If it was ingredients, what does it take? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Help us out, because for our single folks out there, we be struggling, and we be going to these day naps, and they be unsuccessful, coming back with negative red.
Okay. Well, the first thing you gotta, like, it's kind of cliche as fuck, but it's like so real. You gotta love yourself. Like, for real, you gotta love yourself so you able to love somebody else. You gotta know yourself. You gotta learn yourself. I feel like you just gotta it really starts with self, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, because like I feel like I have a lot of siblings, and it's really easy to be like, is this my thought? Is this my idea? Or did I just jack it from one of them?
Right.
So when I bring that up to say is that being abroad, I didn't really have their influence, and so I was really able to see like what does Alma like? What does Alma not like? You know, that type of thing. And if you don't know what you don't like and like, then how can you be in a relationship with somebody else who has their own likes and, you know, preferences and stuff? How can you even have a conversation if you don't know who you are?
You show people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get into a relationship and they fall in love with a certain version of you, and then over time you become wrapped up in their world and you start to lose yourself. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you don't do what you used to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you don't stay focused on who you are, and can you continuously evolving, then you will become dislikable.
Look at yourself in the mirror and not recognize who you are.
Right. It becomes hard for you to deal with, let alone someone else. You have to have a value. I don't know. And it's hard. It's like, if you don't really feel good about yourself, it's gonna be hard to be in a successful relationship, because then you'll be throwing off insecurities that you feel on someone else that's really like playing tricks on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So, how do you navigate individual ambitions? How do you keep like on the same track, like as far as timing of like when you're gonna pursue this, or when you're gonna do that, or when you're gonna make that move, or making decisions?
How do you what do you mean as far as making decisions as a couple or as a
as a unit, as a family dynamic? How do you stay committed to your ambitions, but also the overall dynamic of the family?
Challenge. You have to make time for yourself. When I first had Santana, it was like my first 2 years was like a blur. You know what I'm saying?
It went by fast.
Yeah, it went by fast. Like, I didn't spend no time on me at all. You know what I'm saying? It was like this last past year that I started to like get back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I could be the best father for him. So you see what I'm saying? See how it all goes back? You know what I'm saying?
All connected.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just had to get back in the flow of who I was.
That's really, really, really dope to hear. It's like you are more of a full and complete person, and you can give from a full cup, not an empty cup where it's just like, I kind of can relate to this a little bit, because I don't have any like kids or anything, but my mom is slow as she gets older and goes through like life and all of her different diagnoses, like she becomes more childlike, and sometimes like when I'm in her presence, she knows that like I love to like do things for her, and sometimes I'll be doing things before her before I even like tend it to myself. Because it'll be like in the morning, I'm gonna do her breakfast, and then I'm gonna make sure she walks in. I'm gonna make sure that she does everything she needs to do, take her minute, all blah blah blah, and then I forget. I was like, wait, did I have a moment for myself? And I don't mean like just like a blank moment where you're just like you're not doing anything.
Nah, it makes sense.
Like something where you are replenishing yourself.
Right.
Like whether it's like something as simple as going on a walk before you go on a walk with her. Right. Maybe I need to go on a walk by myself before I bring my mom along, because I got to hear my thoughts and figure out, you know, where is Alma today. Right. So it I guess it's kind of similar in a sense.
Definitely. It's definitely similar. Yeah. It's definitely similar. I would also say, you have to grow together. You have to grow together, because a lot of times people are growing apart, or they're just outgrowing each other. So if you could grow together, and y'all can like have those. When I say grow together, I'm talking about like just experience shit together. You know, like really like travel together. You know what I'm saying? Learn new things together. Like really better yourself together. It'll build a different type of bond. You know what I'm saying? Because it becomes bigger than just how y'all met. You know what I'm saying? It's where y'all at and where y'all headed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
So it takes you in a different mind frame. It even like structures you to start planning for the future. You know what I'm saying? So once you start seeing it in your head and you bringing it to reality, it is right.
That's really beautiful, and it makes me kind of think about like all I can relate to, because I'm not in a relationship right now, is like friendships and like it's like, are we holding on to the sentiments of the past? Are we moving together on the same page with new goals and new aspirations? Are we holding on to something of the latter days or the good old days?
Right.
Like there's still something, still spark, and there's still, you know, life within that relationship, and that's when you can do inventory and go through, you know, who's around you and who's gonna move forward.
When you said passages, we can't get caught up in the past.
Yeah, definitely. What grounds you? What keeps you anchored in the right direction? Even like the days where you feel like it's too much.
It's like people like this, way better than me. You know what I'm saying? Way stronger, way smarter, way more talented, way more gifted that's not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that thought alone. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's enough to carry the baton forward. Yeah. Like I made a comment about. When I first arrived, I was like, because we're in the city, we're downtown, right? And in the city, you know, it's usually like a common ground for like, you know, people that are from different, you know, economical, you know, statuses. You know, you have people that are affluent, and then you also have people that don't have homes, right? You have the homeless people. Yeah. And I noticed I got to see a few of them on the streets, and I was just like, wow, like it's a lot of interesting people on the streets. And you immediately said mental illness, and that's a different way of thinking, and that brought me back to the topic of like, you know, they weren't always mental ill. What went wrong, and they could have been you and me. Yeah. But how did we not end up there? Yeah. And
that's God.
Yeah, I mean, is God not looking out for them too?
I mean, I believe He chooses a few of us. I mean, honestly, I believe we all have that structure. You know, they have that blessing, but I believe some of us ignore it. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a choice, right?
It's a few in every patch. That ain't no coincidence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a few in every patch that get it. And it's a few of them that they can't see nothing past their emotions. You know, and that's it. And it's a few that can actually deal with their shit and sympathize with others. Yeah. Like, it's a few though. So I believe God chooses.
Okay, do you feel like it's more of a communal thing, like so somewhere in the family dynamic or the family makeup, where somebody dropped the baton and they didn't look out for that person, or do you think it's more of an individual person where they chose that life for themselves and people did reach out and they rejected it? Like, where do you see that kind of that weight?
I mean, it's his life, you know, like it's his life to live. We all go through shit. But it depends on how you cope, determines on who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you just gotta find a balance. Too much of anything will fuck you up. Like, just to be blunt. You know what I'm saying? So too much sex, too much drugs, too much anything. Like, you know, so I believe you just gotta find a balance. And shit, I just happen to find a balance. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's really it. Like, I just learned.
But how would you get to that balance? Like, how would you get to that path? Because honestly, like, our upbringing, I don't know like the specifics, but I know our environment was not always conducive to being independent, self-starters, problem solvers. Like, it wasn't conducive to that. So how did we kind of make it out from our environment? Like, how did we navigate that?
I had a vision. Like, I always felt like I deserved. Like, I always, like, if I go anywhere, the things that I like just are expensive. Like, the shit that I like, the shit that I want, the shit that I'm into, the shit that I want to do. It's like who I am as a person. I believe my bloodline comes really from royalty. Like, for real. And I believe, I was just born poor. So, since I was a kid, I've always made a way to make money. Before I ever sold anything, I sold candy. Before I had the candy to sell candy, I'd knock on your door and ask you to take your trash out for $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew the supply and demand from birth. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew that I had the supply I need in order to get what I needed. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I always knew the hustle. Like, always, man. Hustling got me here, and I ain't even really like know where I was going. You know what I'm saying? I would just keep hustling. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really have a real destination. I'm just trying to figure it out. And with some faith and some hustle, you can go a long way.
Exactly.
You can go a long way.
do you feel like it's necessary when you're hustling, you're trying to, find something great, you're trying to make something from nothing? Do you think your environment plays key role to that? Like, do you think you encourage people to change their environment if they want to see change within their lives?
Environment is stronger than your nature. Like, for real, like it's like literally the one that adapts is the one that survives. So if I'm in the hood, if I'm on a block, and I'm around a certain environment, in order for me to adapt to survive to this environment, I gotta be a certain way. I gotta carry a certain energy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta structure myself a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So that can take away from your brilliance. You know what I'm saying? That shit could take away from who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Because you get caught up in survival and you're not planning, you're not thinking. You know what I'm saying? You just reacting to shit. It's damn near animalistic. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sixth instinct. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you ain't even being logical. You know what I'm saying? Or rational. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta get into an environment that's just at least clean. Because when you around scattered shit, it fucks with your mind. Like, literally, it clutters your thoughts. I could be thinking like, I'm trying to plan my day, and if my house is dirty and I kick over my remote, I fuck my foot, and I didn't forgot about what I was about to do because I don't focus on this pain because the shit's in the way. Or if I can't find something, it's just like my mind moves quick, so I gotta be around shit that's clean. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna be everywhere. That's just your environment is literally who you are in a sense.
It's not always an actually physically environment, because I was watching the Malcolm X documentary with my sister the other day, and what if you can't change your environment? Like he was in prison. Like he couldn't, at the moment, he couldn't not.
I believe his mind over matter though, like in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like in jail he couldn't, but he transformed his mind. You see what I'm saying? He started reading, he got introduced, he started unlocking different keys. You see what I'm saying? That took him different places, that he was still physically here, but mentally he went somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So you can leave, and once you make a conscious decision, it comes to reality. Yeah. Like before I had the finances to leave the hood, I had the people that I started meeting that wasn't in the hood. No, seriously, but I'm still in the hood though. But I'm meeting because my mind frame changed. So once my mind frame changed, my behavior changed, my dialogue changed, my interest changed, my energy changed. So now I'm gravitating different shit. You see what I'm saying? But I'm still in the same spot. Right. I'm still in the same spot, but it's just I started to change my reality.
I have one more question for you, but before I ask that last question, I just want to say, like, it's been like so like beautiful watching your journey, watching it from afar, and then when seeing you over for like, so when I did get to see you for like the holidays and stuff, or just random times at Taylor's house, I felt like there was always a spark there. There was always a goal there. I would always hear you like talking about, like, you were always talking, trying to pick somebody's brain, trying to just have conversation. Like you were always a seeker of knowledge, and like it's just been so beautiful watching your journey to see like the different like levels and like the different pursuits. Like you have music out, like please guys go check it out. It's on every platform. I'm currently listening to it from Apple Music, and just to see you like, you have your is this your clothing line?
Yeah,
Bricks?
This is me. Yeah.
Okay, like you have a clothing line, like this is crazy. And then I know Desiree has like, she sells shades and like different things online, and like it's just not, you're not just grinding, you're not just making it happen, but you also have somebody that's equally yoked, who's also as has the same level of ambition. Right. And so it's just so beautiful to just see like, the longevity of you guys' relationship, and then just like everything, career, just life goals. Like you were just saying, like this is not it. Nah, this beautiful view, like being in the city and saying this is not it. But this is not where you came from. And then like your just attack on life. That's what really stood out to me when I was looking for people to interview. Everybody I got attacking their life in some way or the other. And your attack really stood out to me because it looks different. It stands out. It's not like what everybody else doing, like, stagnant and complacent and okay with what they have. You trying to get past mediocre. You trying to get past okay. You trying to be outstanding, and it shows. And I just want to commend you on that. And thank you for being here.
I appreciate you for coming.
And opening up your home, and just thank you so much. And my last and final question for you is, where are you in 5 years from now? or 2 years? Like, what does the future look like for you? What do you have? What do you see? How do you feel?
I got some equity on some land. You know, I got some gold. You know what I'm saying? I got some kids. I got some more kids. You know, I want a lot of kids. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's that king.
Yeah, that's that king gene.
Everybody, oh Lord! I used to say I want 12 kids, but I don't know now.
Yeah, I want to spread the gene.
Yeah.
Shit, I want wealth. You know, I plan to continue my journey on building wealth. Like honestly, and just hopefully I got some land in my name in 5 years.
Anybody exciting that you're looking forward to collaborating with, or like
Kendrick Lamar, dope. You know, but I mean, I don't have no desire. You know, like I'm such in a bubble in my own world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the art that's out there. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all about. You know what I mean?
Cheers. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming.